land forever. A figure so monstrous, so unimaginable that locals still whisper his name today. The Butcher of the Bayou. A cannibalistic killer who left behind not only broken bodies, but cryptic messages written in blood. Was he ever caught? Or is he still out there feeding his hunger? Warning: the following story is based on true reports and disturbing accounts. Viewer discretion is advised. The first discovery. It began on a summer morning in 1993. The sun hadn't yet burned the fog off the water when a fisherman in Terrebonne Parish cast his net, thinking he had snagged something heavy, maybe a log. Floating tangled in the roots of a cypress tree was a body. A man. Pale, bloated, torn open. His ribs split apart as if cracked like kindling, and worse, chunks of flesh were missing. They weren't clean cuts. They were ragged, gnawed. At first, authorities tried to rationalize it. Maybe gators, maybe wild hogs. But then came the detail that changed everything. Smeared across the tree trunk, written in blood, were the words, "Feed the hunger." The fear spreads. A week later, the swamp gave up another body. This time, a young woman, her limbs crudely removed as though hacked off in haste. Investigators scoured the area and found an abandoned shack nearby. Across its weather-worn planks, streaked in blood, someone had left a second message. "The meat is sweet." The panic spread quickly. By now, locals had given him a name, the Butcher of the Bayou. He wasn't just killing, he was feeding. And he was taunting anyone who tried to stop him. People claimed to see a shadow moving among the moss-draped trees at night, a figure who never left footprints. A hunter said he found bones in the mud, gnawed clean. Another swore he heard chewing in the darkness. Soon, no one ventured near the swamps after sunset. The investigation. Detectives pieced together what they could. The victims weren't random. They were loners, drifters, people who wouldn't be missed right away. And at every crime scene there were messages, cryptic phrases, each one scrawled in blood, each one darker than the last. The swamp provides. The flesh remembers. I am what you made me. It was as if he wanted to be understood, as if the killings were more than hunger, they were a statement. The sheriff's office called in state police. Even the FBI became interested. But the bayou is a difficult place to search. Endless waterways, tangled forests, a perfect hunting ground. And still, the killings continued. By the fourth victim, terror had gripped the parish. Some locals packed up and left. Others armed themselves and formed patrols. But the butcher was always one step ahead. He seemed to know the swamp better than anyone else, as if he lived there, as if he was part of it. The shack in the marsh. It all came to a head when a hunter stumbled across something no one was meant to see. Deep in the marsh, nearly swallowed by the swamp itself, stood a shack, half collapsed, rotting, but inside was horror. Bones, piles of them, human bones stripped clean of flesh. Jars lined the shelves filled with preserved organs floating in murky liquid, and carved into the wooden walls were hundreds of tally marks. No one knows if those marks were victims or days or meals. But the butcher himself was nowhere to be found. Some say he drowned trying to escape through the swamp. Others believe he slipped away, vanishing into the labyrinth of waterways. But even after the shack was discovered, bodies continued to appear. Not as often. Aftermath and lingering terror. To this day, the case remains unsolved. The identity of the Butcher of the Bayou, a mystery. But ask anyone in Terrebonne Parish, and they'll tell you the swamp remembers. It never gives up all its secrets. And when someone goes missing near the bayou, the old folks say the same thing. The butcher is still hungry. Outro call to action. Did he drown? Did he vanish into the swamp? Or is he still out there? Watching, waiting. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you want more chilling tales of the world's darkest mysteries, subscribe and join us as we uncover the horrors that hide in the shadows.